Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Diva. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Diva. Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Diva. I love Ganesha, he's one of my favourite gods. He's the dancing Ganesha, the destroyer of obstacles and difficulties as he dances his way through life. And he's usually prayed to before any new venture. He dispels all kinds of dark stoppages and he helps set things on their right path. He's also the patron of arts, and of course that's what dance comes under, which is why he dances away. I love to go and meet Ganesh quite a bit and have a dance with him. He loves it. And sometimes I put on my Rangaraj, the dress of a performer of dancing, which Ganesha loves to do. He performs a synthesis of two dances. He forms the Tandava, which is like the Shiva dance, and the Lashai, the Parvati dance. And, you know, if you have a dancing statue of Ganesha, you know, it's a good one to keep in the office or in the living room because it brings success, because he's a happy dancer. It brings proficiency. So dancing Ganesha is also known as Nitra Ganapati. And Nitra is a dance and Ganapati is another name for Ganesha, because I'm sure as many of you know, the gods have many names. Ganesha usually dances under a tree, and this tree grants wishes and joy. And I'm not sure if it's the tree that's called Kalpavriksha, excuse my Indian pronunciation, or whether this is the version of Ganesha who's dancing under the tree is called Kalpavriksha. So his left foot's on the earth while his right foot is raised, and this shows how graceful he is, for he is a beautiful, gracious and graceful deity. So he has rings on his fingers, and of course he's got 4 hands. He has different postures. You know, there's various dancing forms that he produces, that he puts on. And sometimes it's called the Ganesha Vandana, and sometimes it's called the Ganesha Shloka. Sometimes he's seen dancing on the head of a 5-headed snake, and this is a Sheshnag. So and Sheshnag's representing obviously the dark forces here. He's trampling down the negative energies. Because Ganesha, he represents energy, he represents vigor, he's great for creative ventures, and he removes all the evil and difficulties that gets us in one's way. There's also, when he's dancing on the head of the 5-headed snake, this is also known as the fearless form of Ganesha, for one is indeed fearless. As he dances, tramples upon the 5-headed snake, also known as the Galinga. And this 5-headed snake is holding its Ganesha is holding its tail in one of his left hands, so this is the Galinga Ganesha, trampling on the head of the 5-headed snake, whilst holding its tail in one of his hands, one of his left hands as well. I'm sure that's got some meaning to it. And Galinga Ganesha also represents desire, which is why there's so many heads. So he's dancing away. He's dancing for those desires, or is he dancing away those desires? Do we need desire in our life? Desire keeps us attached to material things. Though we desire, I hope, for a spiritual and soulful life. And I desire to be with Ganesha, you know, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha, Jaya Ganesha Diva.